WCIA 3, ciLiving, Matt Metcalf, Joe Barlow. It's one heck of an afternoon.
Wow, that was like a trailer for a movie.
Dun, dun, dun. This time of year, it's a good time to think about your home's upkeep. Many of us keep an eye on our roof and our windows, but what about your plumbing?
Here to help us keep the pipes in shape is Randy Shannon, General Manager for Roto Rooter in Champaign. How you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And let's talk about first, you guys obviously do plumbing services, but what are all the services that Roto Rooter offers?
We actually offer a big array of services. Most people think we're just drain cleaners, and by nature we are. We started in 1938 by Sam Blank, and we were started as just drain cleaners. But here in Champaign, we actually employ 3 licensed plumbers and 2 apprentice plumbers. We also do full service excavation for your sewer needs in case you should need it dug up.
Sure.
We also do trenchless technology.
What's that? Yeah.
It's new technology where we don't have to dig up your yard to fix your pipe.
Oh.
It's like putting a cast on the inside of your sewer.
Really?
The technology's come a long way since 1938.
I would think, yeah. Well, I saw on your website, yeah, the history is he like hooked a washing machine motor up to something, and it was crazy.
It was his wife's washing machine, so she wasn't real happy.
She wasn't super happy, but they had clean drains, and you're still going today.
I'm sure his family's happy now.
Yeah, they established a long-lived company. I wanted to ask, too, what is the #1 call that you guys get?
The #1 call we get is backed up sewer with root problems, root intrusions. When old clay pipes start to break down, you get root intrusions, and they come into the seams of the pipe. So what we do is we replace that with a Schedule 40 PVC, which is more of a solvent weld, and there's no chance for those roots to get back in there.
What are some warning signs that we may have some issue that you guys may need to check out?
When your drains start to slow down, if you start to not see that little funnel when you let the sink out or you let the tub out, when you start to, the water builds up as you're showering instead of going down in the meantime while you're doing it, then give us a call and catch it before it gets too bad.
Have you found anything unusual in someone's drain?
We have. We've actually seen mice. We've seen rats. We've seen all kinds of stuff.
And those you don't want to take out yourself.
And unlike Rod, you can't eat the stuff that we deal with.
Right.
We don't need to see that later. But I have a question then too, because I think I've seen some of these as seen on TV products where they say you can clean your drains yourself, right? What do you think about those, and why should we come to you instead?
Most of those things are acid-based, and what they're doing is they're eating away the inside of the pipe, Nick.
Oh.
And it's not natural-based. What we do, we could do what's called green plumbing. It's all environmentally safe. So there's no chance of the acid base or a plumber coming in later and getting hurt from what you've put into your lines.
And the last thing you want to do, too, is create more damage when you're just trying to clean the drain.
Absolutely. So calling a trained professional, I mean, I wouldn't take one of you guys to court with me if I needed a lawyer. No offense. just call the guys that do that work.
Well, right, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Excellent point. Now, this time of year too, we're getting into fall. Anything people need to keep in mind specifically?
Absolutely. It's our rainy season here in Illinois. It's going to start coming down pretty soon.
Right.
So the biggest thing you need to check is check your sump pump, make sure everything's functioning properly. I would suggest installing a backup sump pump, possibly an alarm system. That way you know if anything's going wrong in your home. I mean, the technology nowadays is ridiculous. They have stuff that if your sump pump actually backs up, it'll dial your cell phone and let you know that it's backing up.
Oh.
And it will also call your local plumber. Hopefully that's Roto Rooter.
Yeah, well, we're going to come to someone that knows how to take care of those things for us. So, Randy, thank you.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Randy, I'm going to maybe give you guys a call. I might have a slow drain to check out.
We can get a technician out there today.
Okay. Wow. There you go. All right, that information.
Yeah, more on Roto Rooter. ciLiving.tv. We'll be right back.